Hello everyone, welcome back grade 4. Okay, today you are going to learn about how to solve problems using multiplication. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Our today's lesson is problem solving, lesson 2.9. Let's open your book, page 113. So we are going to solve today multi-step multiplication problems. Okay, let's read the first problem we have here. At the seaboard, one section in the stadium has 9 rows with 18 seats in each row. In the center of each of the first 6 rows, 8 seats are in the splash zone. How many seats are not in the splash zone? So he asking about how many seats are not in the splash zone. Okay, let's see how can we solve this word problem. First of all, we have 3 basic questions to solve any story problem. The first one, what do I need to find to solve this problem? I need to find the number of seats are not in the splash zone. Okay, and the second question I should ask myself to solve this problem, what information do I need to use? There are 9 rows with 18 seats in each row of the section. There are 6 rows with 8 seats in each row with a splash zone. Okay, the third question we have here, how will I use this information? Okay, I can multiply to find both of the number of seats in the section and the number of seats in the splash zone. Firstly, let's multiply the number of seats in the whole section. So we have 18 seats and we have 8 rows. Each row equal 18, right? So let's multiply 18 by 9 to get the total number of seats in the section, 162. And then let's multiply. Okay, first of all, let's imagine it. Okay, we have 18 seats in each row. Let's count it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many rows we have? How many rows we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 rows. Each row equal 18 seats. So to get the total number of seats in the section, you have to multiply it by each other. Okay, let's multiply it here. 18 multiplied by 9 can multiply it by using partial products as we said before. Starting from the left one, we have 1 in the 10th place, right? So write 10th place, and 10th place takes 1 0, right? So 1 multiplied by 9 equals 9. And then let's multiply by ones, and as we said before, the ones place takes no zeros, right? So it will be 8 multiplied by 9 equals 72. So just write 72. And let's add. 0 plus 2 equals 2. 9 plus 7 equals 16. So our answer here, like you see here, equals 162. After that, let's get the number of seats in the splash zone. So let's count how many seats and how many rows in the splash zone. Okay, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 seats. And let's count the number of rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have here 6 rows. Okay, so let's multiply 8 by 6. As we all know, 8 by 6 equals 48. And that's the number of seats in the splash zone. But he asking about the number of seats not in the splash zone, right? We want to get the number of seats are not, again, are not, you have to pay attention to this, are not in the splash zone. So we have the total number of seats in the section, right? So we have the total number of seats here, right? Which is 162. And we have the number of seats in the splash zone, like that. So we want to get the total number of the other seats, which is this one, this seats. We want to get the color seats, like you see here. Okay, so you have to subtract. We want to take away the number of seats of the splash in the splash zone from the total number of seats of the section. So let's subtract. Okay, write this. Okay, guys, as you see here, what else do I need to solve in the problem? Subtract the number of seats in the splash zone from the number of seats, the total number of seats in the section, to find the number of seats not in the splash zone. So you have to subtract 162 minus 48 to get 114. Okay, guys, let's move to the next page. At the seaboard, one section of the Shark Theater has 8 rows with its 14 seats in each row. In the middle of the section, 4 rows of 6 seats are reserved. How many seats are not reserved here? Okay, so we are asking about the number of seats are not reserved. Okay, let's see here. Firstly, we have 14 seats, right? And we have 8 rows. To get the number or the total number of the Shark Theater, you have to multiply these two numbers by each other. So let's write with me. Firstly, let's start with the tens using partial products, okay? So 1 in which place?
1 in the tens place now.
Great. So it will be here 1 multiplied by 8. Firstly, in
8.
tens place, put how many zeros?
1.
So it will be 1 0. And let's multiply 1 by 8.
8.
8. So it will be 80. And then multiply 4. 4 in which place, Faris?
4 in the ones.
In the ones. So how many zeros it will take?
No one.
No one. So no zeros. So equal 4 multiplied by 8 equals
32.
32. Great job. Thank you very much, Faris. How can we add them? Let's add together.
Okay.
Okay, let's add. 0 plus 2 equals
0, 2,
2. 8 plus 3,
11.
11. Excellent. So 112 seats, the total number of the seats in the section. Okay. So how many seats are reserved? So let's see. To get the total number of seats or reserved, you have to multiply. You multiply what by what? 4 by 6. Okay, let's multiply 4 by 6. The number of seats or the number or of reserved seats. 4 by 6, right? Okay, let's
Yes.
multiply with me. 4 by 6 equals what?
Equals 24.
24. So the next step, you have to subtract to get the answer. Okay, so let's subtract. So we have here, let's say step 1, the total number of seats in the section, okay? And step 2, to get the number of reserved seats. Okay. Step 3, let's subtract to get the number of seats are not reserved. Okay, so you have to get the number of seats are not reserved. Okay, so you have to subtract 24
112
from
out of 100.
112. Thank you very much, Amir. Great job, man.
Okay.
We will subtract 112 and
112 minus 24. Okay, let's subtract.
2 minus 4 we can, so we'll take 1 is 1. It
1
will
from
be
1 will be
12.
0, and this will be 12.
12
12 minus
minus
4,
4 equal 8.
8.
0 minus 2 we can, so we take from the 1. 10 minus 2 equal 8, so it's
8.
88.
So the answer is 88. So we can say here there is, let's make a space like that, and we can say there are 88 seats not reserved. That's our answer. So it's very easy, guys. We have 3 steps. The first step, you have to get the total number of seats. The second step, you have to get the number of reserved seats. The third step, you have to subtract the two numbers to get the correct answer, which is the number of seats that are not reserved. Okay, guys, that's our lesson today. If you finish, you can leave.